How's it going, everyone? So, I decided to mix things up a little bit. It's a bit of a rough day at work, so I think I want to sit back, chill with some Nintendo 64. Um, as I've said in some previous videos and some other stuff, I've been trying to get Amazon to send me a capture card, and I order them and they never show up, or it takes forever for them to promise to ship them, and ultimately I've had five on order, and they keep canceling the orders on me. So yeah, it's been very frustrating. So I had a interesting idea. This is a bit of an experiment. So we'll see how this goes, and who knows, maybe I might try this setup more often. Um, I'm actually recording using both my phone and my DSLR camera. I've got my camera pointed at the television. I've got my shotgun mic on the camera pointed back at me, which is connected to an apparatus on. Yeah, tell you what, I'm actually. Here's the caffeinated wife's phone. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to post it because this is such a crazy idea setup. But I don't know, just going off of the screens that I'm looking at, it actually looks pretty good. So who knows? Maybe I just discovered a new, vintage gaming recording setup here. So I don't know. But anyway, so I really didn't think this through too much. I've got two games that I thought, what the hell? I'll just see if they work. I don't know if they work, or at least I can't remember. I know Mario 64 works, so I'll probably flick that on just to show that my Nintendo 64 does in fact function. And I do have another one that doesn't function. Another guy who does retro repairs sent it to me, a guy by the name of George, and he sent this to me, oh gosh, year and a half, long ago, about the time that I first wanted to start doing stuff like this. And anyway, I was going to be one of my first projects, and I just still haven't gotten around to it. But I'm kind of thinking about trying to get an extra power supply and some stuff like that so that I can bring it over to the test bench. Let's test it out. Maybe see about doing some videos like that. I do have a modified Nintendo NES deck on my little gaming shrine of sorts in here. And anyway, I did a video on it, but not really happy with how I did part of it, so I haven't finished that video. But it works amazing. But I always wanted a Nintendo 64 whenever I was growing up, and I didn't get the opportunity to get one until just a couple of years ago. So for me, the Nintendo 64 console and the games are still kind of new. I do have, I've got what I consider the basic NES or Nintendo 64 games, which are like, Mario Kart, Mario 64, but I've also got Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer, which I played on the PC when it first came out, and I really, really enjoyed that game on the PC. Well, I've got it for the Nintendo 64. That's one of the games I want to test out tonight. And we might spend a little bit of time with that. And it looks like the Caffeinated Cat wants to join us. So anyway, I guess she's telling me it's time to fuel up and geek out. So the two games that I want to try out tonight are GoldenEye 007, which I have been told is like, I should hand in my card of being a first-person shooter fan because I haven't played this yet. But again, I didn't have the console, so I want to try this cartridge out to see if it works. And again, I've got Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer here. I guess they just call it Episode 1 Racer for the Nintendo 64. I always referred to it as Pod Racer on the PC. So I bought both of these at a local used video game shop probably 2 or 3 years ago. let's try both of these out. I do want to check both of these to see if they run, and I might want to I might do a more in-depth video on this one if this cartridge works. But tonight, I think I want to try to, if this works, let's fire up some Pod Racer or Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
So yeah, my Nintendo 64 console does function. Now you might notice it's not as clear as it could be. Running this through a multi-switch, and that causes a little signal degradation, and it's going into an adapter which then converts it over to HDMI, and honestly I didn't spend a lot on it, so I really couldn't expect a lot out of it. So that's why it's a little fuzzy, but you know, I think that it looks fine. At least it's playable. So the first cartridge I'm going to try is GoldenEye, and we're going to see if this actually fires up. And it doesn't look like it does. So
Sad face.
yep. So it looks like this cartridge might actually be defective. That's not a big deal. I will put this one off to the side and we'll try it out later. Now I'm hoping that the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer actually works. So there we go. And it detected the expansion pack. So perfect. All right. So let's give this a little bit of a try here. Before I go into tournament, let's go with free play. I haven't played this in a long time. So, and I've never played this particular version. So, let's check this out. Let's play as Anakin. And as you can see, the caffeinated cat has decided to join me on my knee. So, alright, let's start the race. Well, this is interesting. I didn't mute the audio on this. I have like no sound effects. Interesting. So I probably need to try to figure out what's going on with this cartridge. But for right now, whee! Ooh, 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 ooh. This is probably making for a pretty boring video with no sound effects while I'm playing. Although you're probably getting a perfect sound effect of our dishwasher. Oop, final lap. So I have music, but no sound effects. This is weird.
Could it be a settings thing?
That's what I'm thinking.
So I think that was one of the settings with sound effects,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop, ow, ow, ow. No! I'm out in lead. Why do I keep hitting things? There we go. Look, I set a new world record. Yeah, I seriously doubt it. So. All right. So I'm gonna see if I can get back out to the main menu here and see if I can figure out. So, main menu's only got these three options. So I go into tournament and see if there's a settings option in here. You'd think that there would be some audio or something playing right now, some special, sound effects or something. But it's completely mute.
Yeah, there's supposed to be sound there.
Yeah. Okay. What the hell? Okay, we got an options menu here. Sound off. There we go. Lens flare on. They have J.J. Abrams mode? High res, low res. What about super high res? All right.
It's the little human boy, born on Tatooine, Anakin Skywalker. Well, let's hope.
There we go. It's probably been at least 17 years since I played this game, and I still kind of remember this course, so. Ah! Well, that was not fun. Although I'm still in the lead, so I must have put a hell of a gap on him. Ouch. I did not use the force! Out of my way! Ouch! Come on, turn! Woo-wee! I'm not really gonna say I made that one, cause I really didn't. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ow! Splat! I really stink at this game. I mean, I'm winning the race, but man, I am not keeping it in. I'm not keeping it on the track whatsoever.
It's okay. I won't play you. I won't destroy you.
Caffeinated wife thinks she's got some jokes over here.
This game was my jam.
She and I have actually been talking about doing some gameplay videos of both of us head to head, so something else to keep an eye out in the future for. Already. Lapping people. Ouch.
It's the little human boy.
Woo!
Ooh, that almost ended badly. Oh, ow! Ouch. I don't think I want to win this one.
That's fun.
Ow! Oops. Woo, woo. Ow! Oh, I just keep dying on this one. The sad part is, I do vaguely remember this track, but I guess it's just been too long. I could be like, oh well, I'm using this old joystick, this old Joy-Con on this controller is bad. All this. No, I just stink at this. Come on. I'm not gonna make excuses. Ow! Splat. Whoop! Whoop! Ow! I should totally put up a counter of how many times I've died just on this one track. Ouch! Ouch! And I'm only on the second of 3 laps! That one might have been intentional. Ow. That one definitely wasn't. Ah! Splat! There we go. Ow, nope. I zigged when I should have zagged. Whoop, whoop. Oh no! What would have been hilarious is if I'd actually made it across the finish line before blowing up that time. There we go. I tried to crash. Oh. Well, I definitely need to practice up on this. I would actually finish the rest of this, but I'm looking at both the phone and the camera, and they're both flashing red batteries at me, so I think I might actually just call it tonight. This was kind of an experiment anyway, just like my first Talking Nerdy video, which I really need to get back to doing some of those. But anyway, thanks for kicking it with me for a little while. Hey, if you like this kind of stuff, let me know. Yep, sounds like Kilobytes up. So definitely got to sign off for tonight. Hope you guys have a great one. Don't forget, subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share the video, hit that post notification bell if you haven't already. You never know when I'm just going to post random stuff like this. So have a great evening, and we'll catch you next time.